We are back on Goldcrest Valley for episode number 8, and I am already rocking and rolling, trying to get as much done as I possibly can. We are trying to make a little bit of money back. Milk did awesome yesterday in game. Not only that, Milk's doing pretty good again today too. 28,000. Now that may not seem like a whole lot, but that's pretty good for me. Also yesterday, the previous day, we made 81,000. Now, harvest income just for today, 28,000. It's 9 a.m. That's pretty good. Now all we need to do is, pick up the slurry here and make some more deliveries. A little bit of money for the slurry. Again, it's not going to be a whole lot, but hey, I'll take it. $12,000, 500, yeah. And a little bit of sell for the manure. Now, hopefully this will be enough to help get us out of debt a little bit. How much are we up to? What is that? $9,900. We got $106,000. I think right now is a good time to go in and maybe repay a little bit of that loan. So we were up to $500,000. There we go. In one day, we're able to pay some of that off. Now, it's also December, so there's really nothing for us to do. So we may have to wait a little while longer. One other thing we need to do real quick right before we, we going back to bed. Yeah, we are. Here we go. 50,000 liters of food in so the cows can have a little something to eat. Here in the winter, it does seem like they eat a lot more than they normally would. So, we need to feed them. Fortunately for us, the cows only take 35,000 liters of food in a day, which makes things a little bit easier on me. We don't have to keep feeding them. But I'm going to keep feeding them because we got a little bit more in here. And there we go. Another little bit in. So now we're at 138,000 liters for our cattle. I think they're probably good. And I think at this point, we just continue our winter tradition of sleep, feed, repeat. And here we are doing it all again. I may end up, you know what? I don't think I'm actually going to do this today. I think I'm just going to spin it back around. The milk definitely needs to be done, though. Man, I tell you what, being indecisive and a farm sim player is like the worst thing ever. I would not make a good real-life farmer. Back on the grind into February now. We've gotten a lot of TMR that's been made, so we're going to feed our cattle the best we can. They've only got a little bit more, but everything else is still going up, but they seem to be making a very solid 15,000 liters of milk every day. So at least there's that. And money's going up a decent amount, which is good news, I guess. Speaking of money, with where it's at, we could probably pay off another 150 grand, something like that. So there we go, down to 250 now owed. Man, we already paid off half the loan. There is one thing I may have forgotten about. I totally forgot that manure piles up over time. And if we run out, well, we're going to have to take it all anyway. So I may as well do a quick run. 50,000 liters of slurry, 40,000 liters of manure. Slurry takes 24,000 and manure takes 19,000. There's another 50 right there. Can we? Oh, I'm so used to hit the F12 button. Here we go. Repay a little bit more. There we go. 200 grand. Hey, I'll take that. Tell you what, it'd be really cool if we could use some stuff like this. The vegetable market stall and things like that. What do you mean shop area is restricted? Oh, I must have the shop area set to that. Would love to use some of these. However, after you go fast forward a day in game, it basically turns into, well, money, and more money. And I'm not cheated money in yet. I've been happy with myself. I may have accidentally forgot to deliver milk in May, but hey, April's not too late, right? All right, we got one more month to go. I think our grass is ready, but I'm not gonna mow two episodes in a row, so we're not gonna worry too much about that. We'll let it go for now. As a matter of fact, oh, never mind. Yeah, we can harvest today. Sweet! Man, straight up, I was not even paying attention. So let's see if we can bop over to our combine harvester. There we go. We'll turn it on and let it run. And here we go. This is what it turned out to be. Let's go up in the air and see how our fields have turned. Not bad. You definitely see I missed a little spot down in there, but other than that, this should be really easy to harvest. I think we'll do the sunflower or soybeans first. Should be a little bit easier to run those. Oh yeah, and the thing in the back. Hang on, let me fix that. There we go. Totally not getting a 10% or 15%, whatever it was, boost on crops. Me? Not me. Just a farmer, man. A digital farmer. I don't know where to start. I guess we'll have to start down here, won't we? Everything is looking good. I totally forgot we got a seeder the last time, so yeah, there's that, I guess. Let's see, we're at $92,000 right now. Probably wouldn't hurt to pay off another 50 grand in debt. There we go, down to 42. Oh, we should probably, where are we gonna start? I don't even know where to start this thing. You know what? We'll just start over here. This'll work good. Let's double check, make sure our straw swath is turned on, and it is. Turn it on and let it go. Also need to enable a little bit of fast farming. That way we're not here forever, but we do need to be here for a little while. Rock and roll through here. The whole idea about this was to make it as worker friendly as possible, as perfect as we could possibly get it, and go all the way down to the edge. I'm gonna slow it down just a little bit, help our worker out, just so he doesn't slam right into the side of this building. And there we go, just like that. It worked perfect. Yes! Jump back on the combine here. It looks like, oh, that's a 90-degree angle. That is not easy to do with this combine. I don't know if you've ever driven one of these, but they don't like to turn very well. This one's done okay, though. I don't think I can actually do that little spot right there without causing any troubles. So we may have to turn back around a little bit. Maybe running 3 passes at this little spot down here won't be such a bad idea. Oh yeah, never mind. I forgot this was like a beginner thingy. I say beginners. I'm playing the way I used to play, more or less. So I have crop destruction turned off. Yeah, that seemed to work just fine. All right, bring it around through here, make this turn, and hire worker. Yes, sir. That worked great. Let's take a look at the field real quick and see how we're looking. I mean, it's the way I drew it up. I will say this much. I may have made it a little bit too tight up against the side of the side of the building, the side of this little mountain right here. I might be able to spin this back around. The idea here is to run 2 headlands all the way around, with the exception of this area, because there's no reason to, well, hire a worker here. But, there we go. Oh, that worked. A little bit of straw got out of there. That's all right. Now what I'm doing is going back the way I came. If I can do this, then once we get down to the very bottom, all I got to do is hire up on a worker on that other side, and it should, keyword should, do everything that I need for it to, all by its lonesome. We may need to run 3 passes. Actually, yeah, we'll probably need to run 3 passes. I'm not sure this could turn around in that much area. That's a good enough space, but not for this combine. This is perfect. We got a little area right here, but there's more than enough space for it. I didn't miss a few little sprigs. What are you gonna do about it? We're getting a good amount off the field as well. I don't think it was 100% fertilized, but it was good enough, right? You know, it's funny, whenever I modded this thing, I modded it to hold 100,000 liters. I don't know if I'll ever even be able to put half that in there. You know what? We're doing the whole field without emptying. I don't even care if my grain cart's only on 50,000. We're doing it, and it's off. And, well, there's really not a whole lot for us to do other than pick up the straw. So let's go do that. Unfortunately, my tractor is a little bit tied up with selling poo right now. So we're gonna have to do this. And I know this seems slightly monotonous, having to do this literally every day in the game. But it's one of my favorite things. You kind of get into a groove and you start carting. Legit, whenever I'm doing gameplay series like off screen, I think the last one I did that I really just went all in was, I believe, Oakfield back at Farm Sim 19. I mean, it's been like 3-4 years at this point. It's been a while, man. It's been a while. All right. So we got 87,000 now. Oh, no. What did you do? You missed the whole row. I don't actually know how the AI could be that stupid. I didn't add that much to the field, did I? There must be something under it. Well, I guess it could be worse. It could be wider than the header. It's perfect. Also, I don't know if you noticed this, but after they hired the worker to come down, it didn't come back. It probably backed up the whole way, as they normally do. You're an idiot. Also, don't call people idiots. It's not nice. Okay, let's see if they do a little bit better now. I wonder if I could turn off... No, unfortunately, I can't go back and see where the field was to begin with. Actually, there is. Oh, I'm in it. Of course I am. All right, real quick, let's go ahead and pay off a little bit more of the loan. Yeah, bar 7. There we go. Actually, you know what? There we go. Now it's $75,000 loan. Let's go! And let's see what happens here. This is what I was talking about. Stupid idiot just backs up the whole field and then harvests like a tiny itty bitty little bit. I'm gonna have to babysit this thing the whole time, aren't I? Oh, I want a new combine. What was the base game one for Farm Sim 25? I don't know. Let's see how the worker does up at the top of the field. Maybe if we get it to do the top of the field once, it'll be smart enough to say, oh yeah, that's where the top of the field is. All right, here we go. Moment of truth. Okay. It looks like it's been fixed now. Soybean straw time it is. Let's go ahead and pick some of this stuff up. Looks like prices are very good for soybean straw right now, so I'm going to be super happy about that. Soybean straw alone is about to get us out of debt. It may not look like it, it may not seem like it, but I promise you, soybean straw about to be the #1 thing that's happened so far. Mainly because it's about $250, $260 per 1,000 liters. Now, this may not seem like a whole lot, but whenever you equate that, I haven't even done hardly anything yet, and I got 12,000 liters in here, well, it starts to do okay. Couple thousand liters here, a couple thousand liters there, and then all of a sudden, you got $1 million. We won't. That won't happen to us. But it'd be cool. We should have the lottery in Farm Sim. I think I'd win every single one. And here's the thing. We got 30,000 liters of soybean straw here. That's fine. Well, because of the price, it's like 7,000? Yeah. $7,500 just for that. I can do my math right here. That is real darn good, first off. And that's just for the first pass. We better make a whole lot more money than just that. Please don't hit me. Please don't hit me. All right. After the 3 headlands, we have now got, or inrows, I don't know. We've got 83,690 nice liters. That's over $20,000. That's so cool, over $20,000. Yeah, man, I forgot to turn it on. Crap. And $20,000 just happens to be about 1/3 of my current debt. And we'll make way more off of this crop and all the other crop that we're selling. So that tells me we gonna not only be in the green, I think we gonna be just fine. And just like that, we're almost done with the field, almost done with our soybeans. So we'll get probably a little over 30,000, maybe a little bit less than 30,000. But still, that's great because we're getting over $6,000 per 1,000 liters. That's like, it's like 180,000. And I've totally not been doing math on my phone. Oh, off screen. I'm smart and I know math. Yeah, this is like my favorite thing to do here. Carting? What's that? Let's just take it directly to the silo and dump it in. There you go. Now this field is gonna be a tricky one. I have no idea how in the world I'm gonna run this thing. Taking a look at it from above, you would think that running this would probably be the best way to start, but then if we go too far, then we'll run into this thing. I have no idea. I have just no idea. I do know that we're going to have to run, 3 passes around multiple different spots of it, so, I don't know. I'm just going to sit here and drive in circles for a minute. I got it. We're going to start over here. I drove in 1 circle, by the way. We're going to start over here. So dumb. We're going to start right here, and I'm just going to go. There we go. Turn it on. And right roll. No worker here, at least that I'm going to hire up. We're just going to keep going, and then just like that. Yeah. Then we're going to hire them up on a worker as we go up through here. And then the plan is to go all the way around like that 3 times. Then on that last of 3 times, I can hire the worker here, and it'll do the whole thing exactly the way that I need it to. And I think that should work. All right, quick check-in. Been doing a little bit of work. Not really paying much attention. Just trying to work. But you can see how much we've done. We've still got 1 very curvy edge right there. But we're almost ready. Almost finished up. And then we can just hire it up on a worker and be done with it. I've got 1 last thing right here that we can hire them. Now all we have to do is babysit this thing for a few minutes to make sure it does the right thing. Because as we know, it doesn't always happen that way. You doing good? Gonna do this? Gonna make it happen? I think they are. Cool. So now we're just going to hire them up on a worker until they get to this corner right here. Whenever they get down, then we'll hire them to go back and forth here to hit that. Least amount of turning around, the better. But it looks like this worker is on a roll, so that's good. We still got to finish picking all this straw up, though. Did I get it? Ah, yeah, okay. Make sure to turn it on. We're going to have a lot of it here. We're already over 142,000 liters. We're looking good, man. We are looking good. And that's at 220,000 liters of soybean straw. And yeah, we've got some deer beans? I don't know. Let's jump in here. Let's find out where we're going to be selling this. I can't believe it. The sell point for the straw barn is the best sell point. Look at this. Look at the straw barn. 260 bucks. It's 248 for the other one. Ha! I didn't even know I could sell. I mean, I knew I could sell here, but I kind of kept forgetting. I think back in the day, maybe this was the only place to sell, something like that. I don't know. We can't use the soybean straw for anything. Well, I guess we could, but I'm not going to. So, yeah, there we go. All right, we're at 68,955 bucks. Might give me 45 bucks quick. Since it seems that the combine harvester is literally taking off, I think I'm gonna have to spin this bad boy around and try and pick this straw up as quick as I can as well. This straw, however, will be saved. So we're gonna be saving this for our cattle, for the feed, and for bedding. And we're gonna get a lot of it. So there's that, but we're not making any more money off of it. So there's also that too. All right, so we're finishing up the 3 passes all the way around with straw, and we're close to 100,000 liters of straw here. This is going to be very good for us with food and bedding, stuff like that. Again, would have been nice to use this and, you know, get some money off of it, but so we get like 120 bucks per 1,000 liters. It's not going to get us very far. Was that 10 grand, something like that? Yeah, no, I'm good. However, the combine harvester, where it is at currently, it's got one more pass all the way down, and then a row, I gotta say pass, one more row all the way down, and then we can hire them up going side to side. Heck yeah, man. We are moving today. We are moving, and it feels like I just started. Oh, it's so nice when farming goes quickly. And now you know why I like to go fast. Let's go. All right, well, I'm finishing up where the combine harvester finished up the last time around, but he's a bit in my way. So I'm just gonna take a small little detour right here and be good. So the harvesting on this field, it was a little bit different than I think we're used to. Not just a bunch of big squares or circles or pathways all the way around, but it was very worker friendly, all things considered, once I finally figured out how to make it worker friendly. So I think this is called 2 thumbs up for sure. Plus we're paying off our loan. Might be a tad bit unrealistic to have these 2 pieces of equipment following each other. I think that 1455 would have been a much better piece, but there we go. 37,000 liters, not too bad on the oats. I don't know if we're going to be doing anything when it comes to production chains or anything with crops, but I mean, we've kind of done everything like we used to back in Farm Sim 17 and to an extent 19, I guess. Yeah, maybe we do a little bit more modern day with the Farm Sim coming up. And our total number for straw is 220,000 liters. Very cool. Stick this down to the cow barn and we will separate it out. Some go into food and some going into bedding. I guess what we could do is take a look and see what we've got. So we have 129,000 liters of straw and the cattle, and then our productions, we have 54,000. Okay, so here's what I think we are going to do. We're going to give about 70,000 liters to our cattle, and then the rest of it is going to go to TMR. That should bring us up to about 220,000 liters on both. Oh, that was way too fast. What I meant to say was we're going to give 100,000 liters to our cattle, and not enough to our here. Yeah, that's what I meant to say. Sorry about that, guys. I didn't know my own strength. Let's head over here. Speaking of strength, let's get some TMR out of here from that, because now we have something bigger that I can dump that out with instead of 50,000 liter dumps. And we'll bring them around here, give them a bunch of food. All right, so everybody's happy enough. We need more straw, and that is a definite. However, the cattle are doing pretty good right now. I think we're going to be doubling the amount of cows that we've got here in a couple days, so food's definitely going to go up from 35,000 liters a day to 70,000 liters a day. I'm actually not quite sure if we're going to be able to accurately take care of them. I have no idea. Now for the last piece of the puzzle. It is going to be getting these guys ready to go with crops. So we have our soybeans. Oh, can't stop. These trailers don't have brakes on them, and I got a lot of horsepower. There we go. All right. Oats going in, 37,000 liters. And soybeans are next. Where are we at? 29,000 liters for those. So not too bad at all. Now we got to figure out where we're going to sell these. All right, so we've got it. We are going to be taking, as you can see, something to the Denton Bakery, and that's going to be our canola. And then the soybeans is going to be going off to Mary's farm because they're paying more than anybody else there for those. I figured it'd be a little bit easier to tag the one in town first. The other one's fairly simple because, well, it's down here. It's pretty simple. Oh boy. And just so I don't feel too bad, I'm going to go ahead and repay as much as I can. There we go. So we have a $5,000 loan now. Now this is good. We've gone half a year, to be fair, and it took us that half a year to pay off a $500,000 loan. However, it was basically on straw and animal products, which is pretty darn good. So if we can continue that, we could easily drift some trailers. We could easily make a little bit of money. Hang on a minute. Hold on. Are you telling me that in this goal set, there is basketball? Now, I don't know if you know this, but I am the undisputed champion of Farming Simulator basketball. So let's see if I'm still any good. All right. All right there. I'm not quite sure. Actually, you know what? You know what we need to do? We need to go into third person. Where is third person at? Is it this? Yes, it is. However, in third person, I can't. It won't let me. It won't let me grab the ball. This sucks. All right, free throw for farming ball. It was a little high. Let's see if we can do that again. I thought it was going to be a little bit high. If you guys remember Lone Oak for Farm Sim, it was a little bit low. Farm Sim 19 at 17 as well. I basically figured out where to hold the ball, and it would make it in every time. I'm doing really bad. So we're just going to do that and move on. Let's do this. Let's get over here. Soybean. Canola's in the front. Why does that say oats? I'm an idiot. We didn't have canola. We had oats. What is my problem? Oh, it's still the best place to sell it. Oh, that'll do, won't it? Double check to make sure that it's in the... Yeah. Okay, it's in the front trailer. We're good. Wow, that was dumb. How many of you guys were yelling at your computer screen? You gotta let me know. All right, this should be a great payday. I think we did oats because to get a lot of straw and a lot of money. Nice. Looking good. 129,000. Very cool. Why did I hit that button? Pay off the loan, repay. Look at that. You see me now? You see me now, Mom? I paid off my debt. I'm actually a little bit curious what's going on back there with these stupid trailers. It's got some weight to it, but it shouldn't have that much weight to it. Word to the wise, if you're ever going to empty out your trailers, empty out the front one first. Can we even make it up this? We should be able to. Man, that one in the middle is just freaking out. Oh, stop. All right, we're good. All right, dump it out. 29,000 liters of soybeans. This should be a great payday, and it is. Oh, man, 194,000. Boys, we have $321,000 in a name. We're doing so good. It is super nice to not be in debt anymore. We don't have to worry about trying to pay back a loan. We can now buy the things that we need, like insurance for whatever that was. And we could also go buy another field if we wanted to. That's a little bit high. Okay, maybe I don't have enough money for that. But I could rebuy some of the fields that we already have. Yeah, I didn't think about that. Yeah, definitely not sure what's going on with these trailers. Oh, you know what? I think that back trailer has got the axle blocker turned on. Yep, that was it. It was just the axle blocker. All right, and with that incredible knowledge of my stupidity, I think we call it a day, and we see you in the next one.